The Stockholm Mouse 2021 Holo is without doubt an incredibly well-performing sticker from the event, but what you might not realize is that the patches did incredibly well too, with even the normal mouse patches, which were less than 20 cents at one point, reaching highs of almost $5 in just these past few days, since we of course didn't see any new patches with this Rio event. So today, I'm going to show you guys some underrated investments that you should consider looking at rather than just all the mainstream stuff that's talked about so often. But just before we get into it, check out the sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a great way to get the actual value for your skin and not lose a lot of money while trading for skins that look great. You can easily trade the junk you have sitting around for good investment items that can earn you money over time, or trade for a knife that's been doing incredibly well price-wise long term. They're not hard to find at all. And once again, free $5 bonus on your first trade when you sign up. Link at the top of the description. But for now, let's get back into it. So starting off with these patches, and really just patches in general, because we saw them do incredibly well in past operations too, they're an interesting case. You'd think that they cater to a really specific amount of people, because not only do you have to own an agent to use patches, but you can't even see the actual patches in game, like stickers on your weapon or just owning a sticker or a weapon skin in general. So there's a lot less demand and a lot less supply. Either way, they've done incredibly well so far, presumably because of that low supply and not many people wanting to invest in them in the first place. So low supply, people build up over time, they start actually getting some good prices and people want to buy in on that. Supply gets lower and lower and price eventually just gets to the point where it's at now. Now, with that being said, I think we're at an interesting kind of like turning point. Because in a situation like this, the mouse stickers from Stockholm and the patches, considering how good the Stockholm stickers look, they're borderless, they look clean, they have, I guess, decent holo effects, they're low supply, people really just like them overall. I think they can absolutely be good investments long term. Well, if we go on over to the patches, it's like we've just seen them have a massive spike up as well. But how much are people realistically going to pay for these patches? As I stated before, you're probably just not going to see as much demand. Even though there is really low supply, you got to imagine that I think stickers have a lot more potential. Even though they haven't done as well as patches so far, they've done incredibly well. So even with something like patches that can, definitely earn you a lot of money, they were definitely low risk, even though Valve doesn't seem like they want to add them again. There's something to look for in the future. But with that being said, just because an investment has done really well so far, it doesn't exactly mean it's going to continue forever. I think we've got a lot of potential with Stockholm stickers especially, and potentially even Antwerp, even with their really high supply. We're starting to see a little bit of hope so far, and I think that's going to continue in a really strong way if we continue to see Valve releasing stickers that the community doesn't love, like we've just seen with Rio. I assume they're not just going to release copies of Antwerp and Stockholm, just these borderless stickers every single event, because everything would obviously look the same, and if that's the case, that can cause those two event stickers to continue spiking up if we see some different looking stickers, like different backgrounds, like we saw with Rio. Even though they're kind of hideous, it is definitely different, and it definitely caused Antwerp and Stockholm stickers to spike up. So don't always just focus on the major event that's going on right now. Obviously, it's what everybody's going to be focused on, investing in, and talking about, but what you'll often notice is that we're seeing big spike ups in past stickers as well when these new events drop, and we're going to have two majors next year as well, so it can be really beneficial to investors. Just stick to fundamentals, see if things are low supply, and see if people actually like the stickers, and we're seeing that a lot in Stockholm especially. But yeah, that's really the risk you kind of have to take if you want to invest nowadays, because we can't just predict what Valve is going to do when it comes to stickers. Either way, don't think you only have to stick to investing in the current event, as the older ones can absolutely hold a ton of value even long term. I mean, just look at Krakow 2017 capsules just randomly popping off recently. Whenever a new major gets released, it brings a ton of attention back to older sticker capsules as well, and it always will. Just keep that in mind. But of course, stickers and patches aren't the only investment in CSGO. Another much more niche investment that could randomly pop off are knives. We most notably saw this happen in the Nomad knife late last year, and the reason I bring this up now is because back then it seemed to be heavily tied to simple just using it at a major. So maybe this time around we could see something similar if the conditions are right, if Simple or some other pro player that's really popular or goes really far in the event is using a different knife. If the knife gets a ton of traction, people see their favorite player using it, price could absolutely spike up. As stupid as it sounds, the Nomad knife just absolutely exploded because of this. It was one of the most obscene things I've ever seen in investing in this game. Things just really just keep getting crazier and crazier. But with the Rio Major already getting obscene numbers in the Challenger stage, the Legend stage is going to be even crazier, especially with top teams like Navi, FaZe competing now. So keep your head up for this, see if there is any price action, because I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like this again. But the only other main thing I want to focus on is going to be certain operation items, considering that they must make Valve a lot of money, and we've seen a lot of investments that aren't talked about as much do surprisingly well when it comes to operations, like patches and some of the random stickers that we've seen in Riptide, Broken Fang. Some of them have done like really well compared to skins, which are obviously really overinvested in nowadays. But I want to cover all that in a completely separate video, kind of following up to this one, which I'll try to get out tomorrow. And also why I think Valve kind of has to release a new operation before the next major starts in May of next year. So hopefully within like the next 6 months. So stay tuned for that. That should be coming out tomorrow. But besides all that, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out Skins Monkey for that free $5 bonus. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.